Today is the last day to submit university preferences. Then I changed my preference to the University of Defense Science and Technology, all because of a casual joke from the handsome guy in our class. At a friendly gathering, someone asked him about my frail or sickly appearance. Did you really choose a military school for him? Aren't you afraid he'll find out the reason and get angry? Fanmai smiled confidently. From childhood to now, he can't live without me. Even if he gets mad, he'll change it back to Nanjing University himself. I didn't push the door open to confront them. I quietly changed my account password. The University of Defense Science and Technology is pretty good too. As I turned to leave, I heard Willow Whisper's voice from inside the room reassuring everyone. By then, I'll just tell him. I only changed it because I lost a dare, that's all. 1,000 gold coins can't buy that. The handsome guy laughed loudly. The whole group of friends burst into laughter agreeing. Who doesn't know how sweet HMCC DJing is? He could clearly get into Tsinghua University, but insisted on staying in Nanjing for Willow, though he probably doesn't know. Willow stayed in Nanjing to take care of the handsome guy River Nation. Not because of him. At first I had no idea. Now I understand. As I stepped out of the office, the tears I'd held back for so long burst forth. As a child, my body was weak. From youth to adulthood, Willow Whisper was the one who cared for me the most. On college entrance exam day, she begged me to apply to Nanjing University together. She said, that way after graduation we could buy a house and get married right away. I've liked Willow Whisper since I was little, so I believed everything she said. I thought we were running toward the same goal. I didn't expect it was all to please River Nation. She was willing to change my university preference. And in the eyes of her friends, I became a naive fool. When I got home and opened my computer, the words University of Defense Science and Technology appeared before my eyes. In the reflection of the screen, my eyes were still red from crying. At that moment, Willow Whisper called MCC DJing. Make sure to check your preference again, okay? Once you've checked, hurry to the office. Everyone's waiting for you. Next to her, River Nation's voice chimed in, yeah, everyone's here. We're just waiting for you. I could clearly hear they were very close to each other. Suppressing the pain in my heart, I replied, I'm not going anywhere. You and River Nation have fun. Willow Whisper didn't say anything. I heard River Nation speak again, MCC DJing. I know you don't like me, but don't take it out on Willow because of me. It's true, I don't like River Nation. Throughout 3 years of high school, even knowing Willow Whisper and I liked each other, he still deliberately got close to her, sometimes claiming exhaustion and leaning on her, or teasingly asking her to carry him like a princess. Even after playing basketball, he'd snatch her water bottle to drink. At first, Willow Whisper disliked him too, but over time she got used to it. She said they were just classmates. Guys are carefree and don't care about small details. At that moment, I heard her say River Nation is kind, gently coaxing. Why are you throwing a tantrum? Can't you consider other people's feelings a bit? I finally couldn't hold back and confronted her. So when you changed my preference for River Nation, did you think about my feelings? Willow Whisper was silent for a long time, then said, didn't you say you hadn't checked yet? Stop making a fuss. I only changed it because I lost a dare. Besides, didn't I remind you to check it? Did you really think I meant it? You can change it back with a flick of your finger. If you're not coming, fine. Such a buzzkill before hanging up. I heard River Nation ask, didn't you ask MCC DJing if he changed his preference yet? Tonight at midnight is the deadline. Willow Whisper scoffed, I bet you Hayes already changed it. If you don't believe me, wait until school starts. Hearing the beep of the disconnected call, my mind was foggy, filled with images of Willow Whisper. Willow Whisper at 8 years old, sneaking eggs and milk into my bag behind my strict grandmother's back. Willow Whisper at 13, fighting off boys who bullied me, getting injured herself and ending up in the hospital. And Willow Whisper at 18, under a starry sky, giving me my first kiss. Night fell. The clock passed midnight. The preference submission deadline ended. Everything was set. What Willow Whisper didn't know, the University of Defense Science and Technology was my father's school, and my childhood dream. There was a time my small stature made me afraid to try. But in recent years my health has improved. I wanted to reclaim my dream. As for Willow Whisper, after a few days of silence, she texted me again. I'm not mad about last time. When you're free in a few days, it'll take you to check out Nanjing University. I've also learned to make cookies. If you beg, I'll bake some for you. It's been hot lately. Want me to take you to the water park? I didn't reply to a single word, but on River Nation's social feed, I saw pictures of Willow Whisper. Willow Whisper posing in front of Nanjing University's gate. Willow Whisper baking cookies. Willow Whisper at the water park. Everything she asked me about she did with River Nation. In just a few short days, their experiences were richer than mine. And Willow Whisper, all these years, I didn't care, and went with my best friend Forest Serenity to dye my hair, barely sitting down at the salon. Forest Serenity showed me River Nation's latest post. On the screen, a guy had his arm around Willow Whisper. Looking at the camera, she held a bouquet of bright red roses. Willow Whisper tilted her head toward him, her eyes full of affection, no words needed. Forest Serenity angrily cursed that dog couple. I scrolled down on my phone. In the comments, classmates teased to late. The handsome guy is taken. We've lost our chance. Big sister Willow has all the luck, spending the holiday with the handsome guy. So are you two officially together? When did it start? At the bottom, Forest Serenity commented, don't just post alone. If you're bold, let Willow Whisper officially announce it. I smiled, gave it a like, turned to the barber and said, please give me a buzz cut. Willow Whisper liked my hair styled like a Korean idol. She used to lie on my shoulder, admiring me, saying, promise to keep this hairstyle forever, okay? After graduation, it'll take you to dye your hair. With your fair skin, white hair, you'll look better than an anime character. Because of those words, I kept that hairstyle, never changing it. Forest Serenity thought I was sulking and advised me. I shook my head, explaining it wasn't about Willow Whisper. The University of Defense Science and Technology has military-style rules. I'd have to cut it for school anyway. I wanted to try it out first. With each snip of the scissors, bit by bit, the last thread of my love for Willow Whisper was cut away. After a day of wandering, I returned home. Downstairs, I saw a familiar figure. Willow Whisper held a cake, gently saying, MCC DJing. You're not still mad, are you? I bought this cake for you on purpose. River Nation said this flavor is the best. I glanced at the cake. My voice cooled. I hate corn flavor the most. Willow Whisper's smile froze on her face. Really? I didn't know you disliked it. Let me buy another one. Then she noticed my appearance. Panicking, she grabbed my hand. Who let you cut your hair? I calmly replied, for military school. Hair can't be this long. As soon as I spoke, Willow Whisper frowned. MCC DJing. It was just a joke about changing your preference. Can't you let it go? Why can't you be like River Nation? He's not as petty as you. No need to say more. She was certain, assuming I changed my preference back, because she believed I couldn't live without her. I suppressed the exhaustion in my heart. I'm not joking with you. I didn't change my preference. I'll study at the University of Defense Science and Technology. Willow Whisper, if you really understood me, how could you not know my true ideals and aspirations? But Willow Whisper still thought I was sulking. Her tone carried a hint of exasperation. HMCC DJing once or twice is fine, but if you keep acting like this, when school starts, I won't bother taking care of you anymore. I shook off Willow Whisper's hand. Unable to hold back, you don't need to take care of me, Willow Whisper. We won't see each other again. Willow Whisper stared at me, stunned. What did you say? Before she could finish, a phone ring suddenly interrupted. She answered. I don't know what was said on the other end. Her face immediately turned frantic. Right after she shoved the cake into my hands, River Nation fell and is in the hospital. I'm going to visit him. If transferred money to you. Buy whatever you want to eat. With that, Willow Whisper left, a hurried silhouette disappearing. I opened WeChat. The 520 yuan she sent felt like a mockery. My heart sank deeper. Utterly disappointed in Willow Whisper, my fingers tapped a few times. I blocked her on WeChat and her phone number. While waiting for the admission notice, I packed my things and went with Forest Serenity to Yunnan to clear my mind. Just arriving in Shangri-La, Willow Whisper called Forest Serenity, trying to reach me through him. She didn't mention me blocking her MCC DJing. I know it's been a bit cold lately. It's good you're taking a trip to relax. I've rented a 3-bedroom apartment near Nanjing University. It's amazing. When you're back, I'll show it to you. In the new semester, you can keep the puppy you've always wanted. After class, we can walk the dog together. Every word she said painted a future for us. But I suddenly asked the extra room, "Who's it for?" Willow Whisper rarely fell silent, finally explaining I've been visiting River Nation's place a lot. His parents said we should look out for each other. We're classmates after all. It's nice to have company. I left you to enjoy yourselves. I'm not studying in Nanjing anyway. Willow Whisper, let's not contact each other anymore. With that, I blocked her again. Over half a month passed. After the trip, I rarely saw Willow Whisper. The first time being away from her for so long. But I didn't miss her. I even felt relieved, like a burden lifted. During that time, she asked classmates to reach out to me, saying a few half-hearted apologies, but never came to find me herself. Occasionally, I heard updates from Forest Serenity. He cursed River Nation for being shameless. Just a fall, and he claimed it was a 100-day injury, making Willow Whisper stay by his side to care for him. And Willow Whisper too, bringing him nutritious meals every day. Who's really her boyfriend? At first, I felt a bit sad, but gradually I grew numb. No ripples left in my heart. Thank goodness, thank goodness. I hadn't loved Willow Whisper to the point of no return. Not long after, I received the admission notice from the University of Defense Science and Technology. On my way back after picking it up, I ran into our class monitor Joy Reflection from the same neighborhood. Joy glanced at my admission notice and sincerely congratulated. Congrats. Our class has another outstanding talent. I smiled faintly. You're mistaken, class monitor. I'm going to the University of Defense Science and Technology. Not everyone knew about my preference being changed. But Willow Whisper spending the entire holiday with River Nation was no secret. Joy paused, then comforted, "You're so talented. You'll definitely shine at military school. You'll meet someone better in the future." As she spoke, her ears turned slightly red. "Actually, you could also consider someone closer by. HMCC DJing." A furious voice suddenly cut off the class monitor. Willow Whisper, I don't know, when she appeared a few steps away. Her eyes locked onto me. Without a word, she pulled me away. "Even if you're mad, there's a limit. Haven't I done enough to make it up to you? You have to use another girl to provoke me." Willow Whisper's gaze swept over me. Her tone softened. "Look at yourself. With your hair cut so short and tanned by the sun, you've always been frail. Do you know how much it hurts me to see you like this?" She reached out to grab my hand. I dodged. "Willow Whisper, you have no right to control me." Willow Whisper suppressed her anger, almost gritting her teeth. HMCC DJing. "I did everything for your own good. If you're so tough, stay that way. Don't come looking for me during 4 years in Nanjing." With that, she stood there silently, waiting for me to soften and make up as always. But I had no reaction. HMCC DJing. "Don't regret this," she finally snapped, then stormed off. Before going to bed, I received a video from one of Willow Whisper's friends. "Brother-in-law, please come check on Sister Willow. She drank a lot tonight. We couldn't stop her. They were probably at some bar. The noise was so loud I couldn't hear clearly." I turned off the video, not wanting to care. Willow Whisper, perhaps long ago, was no longer the person I loved. It was probably truly over. Her friends noisily said, "Sister Willow. Sister Willow lacks a sense of security. That's why she used River Nation to test my heart. Everyone knows she only has you in her heart." Willow Whisper's face on the screen, under the dim bar lights, still flushed red. Drunkenly, she looked over. "Don't call HMCC DJing. All my sincerity over the years, consider it all given to him." If Willow Whisper was truly sincere, why did she test my limits time and again? But after all, she cared for me all these years. After asking for the address, I grabbed a hangover remedy and prepared to head there. But before I could leave, a familiar male voice came from the other end. "Whisper, I got your call and came right away. Are you okay? It was River Nation. I let go of the doorknob. Since Willow Whisper had someone to care for her, I didn't need to go. Hearing my voice, River Nation's expression changed. He forced a bitter smile. MCC DJing. I'm just worried about Willow's condition. Don't be mad I'm leaving now. You don't need to go, Willow Whisper sneered, throwing herself into River Nation's arms. Her words stabbed my heart. HMCC DJing. From now on, River Nation and I will be together. You have no right to bully him anymore. The next second, she aggressively pushed River Nation onto the sofa, leaning down, kissing him hard on the lips. In the chaos, someone ended the call. In the quiet space, only my ragged breathing remained. My heart still felt a faint pain, but rare for me, no sadness. I knew clearly there was no longer a place for Willow Whisper in my heart. She had erased it herself. The University of Defense Science and Technology required military training first. In mid-August, I packed my bags and headed to Changsha. Willow Whisper once occupied 12 years of my life, but it turned out life with just me wasn't so scary. Military training was exhausting. So exhausting I had no time to think of Willow Whisper. Over 10 days passed. I shed the naivety of high school, taking on a hint of a soldier's sharpness. After the military parade, the whole class changed into University of Defense Science and Technology uniform. Taking a group photo, I cropped a few solo shots and posted them to my social circle, soon receiving a flood of likes and comments. I was about to reply when an unknown number appeared on my screen. Connecting the call, Willow Whisper's voice came through. MCC DJing. Nanjing University starts the day after tomorrow. Do you have a lot of stuff? I'll come to your place this afternoon to help with your luggage. Her voice was confident and certain, as if I'd obediently wait for her arrangements like the past 12 years. I stepped out of the training field, calmly replying, no need. I've already started school. Military training just finished. The other end went silent for a moment. Willow Whisper laughed awkwardly. MCC DJing. I know you're still mad at me. Last time I was drunk and not thinking clearly. After school starts, I'll keep my distance from River Nation. No more messing with you. She even lowered her stance. I bought you that limited edition model you wanted before, and a full set of games on Steam. I'll send them to your place later. Just then, in the background of the call, a surprised female voice interrupted. My gosh, Willow, is HMCC DJing really going to the University of Defense Science and Technology to be a soldier? Willow Whisper snapped. How could that be? Who did you hear that nonsense from? At the same time, my phone pinged with a notification. Opening the pinned class group chat, I saw our homeroom teacher, Ms. Lee, send to messages. Above was a screenshot of my social post in uniform. Below were her words. Look at our class pride. MCC DJing. Work hard at the University of Defense Science and Technology. Contribute to the country in the future. Ms. Li's message caused quite a stir in the group. As expected, Willow Whisper saw the photo too. After a flurry of chaos, she still couldn't believe it. MCC DJing, you didn't change your preference. Didn't we agree to go to Nanjing University together? Why did you go to another province alone? I suddenly didn't know how to explain. Willow Whisper. Haven't I told you more than once that I didn't change my preference? The University of Defense Science and Technology is great. I'm doing fine on my own. Leaving the shelter Willow Whisper once provided, I saw the vibrant blue sky outside, a bird that's flown through mountains and forests. How could it cling to just one branch? But I wasn't okay. Through the receiver, I could almost hear Willow Whisper's trembling voice, like she was crying. For the first time, she lost control, her voice shaking. MCC DJing, didn't we make a promise? Graduate and get married. Our future is still long. I regret it now. I admit it's all my fault. At worst, we can do long distance. Please don't abandon me, Willow Whisper pleaded. I almost laughed. Counting the years I liked her, her apologies were countless. But did Willow Whisper ever truly change? I didn't want to be the man hiding behind her. She called me old-fashioned. I wanted to be a soldier, a diplomat. She laughed at my arrogance. I said I didn't like River Nation. She turned her back, using me as a tool to please River Nation. Concessions and indulgence never last. Under the scorching sun, my voice was icy. There's no future anymore. Willow Whisper, we're done. From now on you take your path, I'll take mine. Let's not torment each other anymore. I sincerely wish you and River Nation a long happy life. Become a legend at Nanjing University. My phone battery died at the last bar. The conversation with Willow Whisper ended completely. I officially began my own university life, joined the student union, competed in my first Model United Nations debate. For a whole month, rich school activities filled my time. Time flew to the first National Day holiday. I still chose to return to Nanjing. My mom saw me and felt heartbroken. Are you not eating well? You've lost weight. I pulled out Changsha specialties, rolled up my sleeves to show faint muscle lines. Not thinner. Training at school turned it all into muscle. Now I can carry sandbags with one hand. Mom laughed at my teasing. Then you need to show Willow. Who dare bully our MCC DJing now? Alright, I invited Willow for dinner tonight. Take these salted duck dishes later, and some snacks to give her. You don't know. Willow comes every weekend with fruit for me, sometimes asking about how you're doing at school. Our relationship is even closer than with her parents. When Willow Whisper and I were together, we planned to go public after starting at Nanjing University, so we kept it quiet from our parents. But now she and I were no longer the same. My smile faded. Mom, tonight I want to eat out with Forrest, Serenity, and friends. Next time, okay. Mom was about to scold me when a knock came at the door. Willow Whisper stood outside with a big bag. Auntie, I was afraid you'd struggle buying groceries, so I got some for you. Her eyes landed on me. Warmly, MCC Dijunging's back. Great, I brought the gifts I got for you before. Over a month had passed. I transformed into a new person. But Willow Whisper, her fair skin, seemed untouched by military sun. Only the dark circles under her eyes. For someone who cared so much about appearance, she let exhaustion show like this. Goodness, you brought so much. Mom hurriedly urged MCC Dijuyang pour water for Willow. The water dispenser was empty. I stood up. Willow Whisper was faster standing in front of me, helping to replace the water jug. Let me, you can't do it alone. But before she could act, I swapped the jug in a few quick moves. I can do it myself. Dinner was served. I didn't say another word to Willow Whisper, but she was enthusiastic, constantly serving me food. MCC DJing this salted duck. I queued for an hour to get it from your favorite shop. And this lotus root with honey. I specially asked the owner to add extra honey for you. Even when we were dating, Willow Whisper was never this attentive. Perhaps she was too enthusiastic, making the atmosphere at the table shift. Mom immediately got curious. Willow sure knows how to care for people. Oh right, you don't have a boyfriend yet, do you? I put down my chopsticks. Suppressing my anger, I pulled Willow Whisper into my room. Willow Whisper, is this fun for you? Got nothing better to do? Why not go drinking with your friends? Stop coming to my house to make your presence known. I thought I'd made it clear when we broke up. So what was she doing here today? Willow Whisper's eyes darkened, a bit aggrieved. MCC DJing, I know you don't like me drinking. I don't go to bars anymore. Every week when I'm free, I just come to your house to help Auntie. I went to the University of Defense Science and Technology to find you before, but their rules are strict. They absolutely wouldn't let me in. You see, the first day of the holiday I came right over. Haven't even gone home yet. Can you forgive my past mistakes? I looked straight into her eyes, unmoved. We've already broken up. Willow Whisper, please keep your distance. Willow Whisper probably didn't expect this from me. The gentleness on her face nearly shattered. MCC DJing, you saying we're done doesn't count alone. I haven't agreed to break up. If you're deliberately avoiding me to get my attention, you've succeeded. I was wrong, I admit defeat. As long as you forgive me, I'll do anything you want. Looking at Willow Whisper, I only saw a stranger before me. At 13, she chased off bullies and told me MCC DJing. Boys can be protected too. From now on, I'll protect you. But now, what makes her think everything I do is for her, just because I once loved her with all my heart. Does that mean everything about me is labeled as jealousy or competition? I coldly pierced her confidence. Willow Whisper, I didn't go to the University of Defense Science and Technology because of you, nor out of spite. My father was a soldier. The University of Defense Science and Technology was my childhood dream. I want to become a soldier and surpass my father. All these years, didn't you notice even a little? I studied languages so hard just to become a diplomat. I didn't look at the awkwardness shifting on her face. Opened the door to see her out. For the sake of our parents' years of friendship, let's not make this ugly. After sending Willow Whisper away, my tense nerves finally calmed. Mom noticed the abnormality between me and Willow Whisper, but didn't say more. Only sighed, MCC DJing. You're grown now. I trust you to judge right from wrong. Just prioritize your own happiness. Yes, I don't know when it started. For Willow Whisper, I slowly became someone who wasn't me. Irritable, insecure. Even as a man, I shed tears because of her words. But in the time away from her, I no longer felt that way. The remaining days of the holiday, Forest Serenity picked a nice day, invited me to explore a famous dog cafe, sitting among fluffy pets. My whole body relaxed completely. Forest Serenity seized the chance to snap a few photos of me, then started gossiping about things I didn't know, inevitably mentioning Willow Whisper. You know what? River Nation confessed to Willow Whisper on social media. They say she rejected him for a month, but the day before yesterday she suddenly agreed. Last night at their gathering, Willow Whisper got drunk, grabbed the mic and called your name. Made River Nation so mad his face turned green. What's he scheming? I petted the dog in my arms. Smiling helplessly, man or woman, it's the same. Always wanting what's in someone else's bowl. And River Nation thinks other people's things are the best. Forest Serenity sneered, truly a match made in heaven. Speak of the devil and he appears. Right then the fated couple pushed the door open. Willow Whisper looked impatient. What's so great about a few dogs? Can't you be serious like HMCC DJing? Her eyes swept over and immediately spotted me in the cafe. A flash of panic crossed her gaze. I didn't feel much. Politely greeting, what a coincidence. River Nation smiled, arm around Willow Whisper. Kin9 MCC DJing, what a coincidence. Let me introduce everyone. This is my girlfriend. I nodded, lowered my head to play ball with the dog. They brought their own awkwardness. Turned to find a corner to sit. Their commotion wasn't small. River Nation deliberately pointed excitedly at the enthusiastic Samoyed nearby. Whisper, this dog is so cute. It's even wearing a tank top. Willow Whisper casually said, not as cute as you. How about I buy you one tonight? Then she deliberately glanced at me. You'd look best in a tank top. Unlike some people with no muscles. A boiled chicken. Forest Serenity frowned. What bad luck. This dialogue repeated a few times. Clearly meant for me to hear. Sing me unfazed. Willow Whisper's face darkened. Pulled River Nation and blatantly kissed him in front of everyone. The suggestive sounds reached me. I couldn't take it anymore stepping in front of them. Willow Whisper let go of the guy, raising an eyebrow at me. What's up, HMCC DJing? Never kissed a girlfriend before. Want a live show? Before graduation, Willow Whisper and I were very reserved, never overly intimate. Even our kiss was just that first time. I still remember. Willow Whisper inching closer to my lips, swallowing my shy affection, swearing to me, MCC DJing. In this life I only like you. I won't give any other guy the time of day. I'll always put you first. Respect, support, love everything about you. But not long after. Willow Whisper for River Nation's prank secretly changed my preference. I knew she was deliberately humiliating me, taking revenge, because I wasn't a boyfriend who could tolerate everything about her. But Willow Whisper truly didn't understand me. When I love someone, I love with all my heart. When I don't love, I let go gently. At that moment, River Nation hugged Willow Whisper, pulling her close. Whisper, MCC DJing's not jealous, is he? Willow Whisper smirked, jealous, MCC DJing. If you regret it now, I could still. I raised my hand. under their shocked gazes. Pointed to the surveillance camera. Sorry. I'm just here to remind you as a citizen, I have a duty to advise you. In public, please be mindful of your behavior. Because frankly, Willow Whisper's actions were laughably childish, even devaluing herself, dragging down the beautiful memories I had of her, tainting them. The staff heard and approached, saying to them, sorry you too. This is a dog cafe, not a hotel. If you continue, please leave. Willow Whisper looked at me embarrassed and angry, yet also a bit hurt. But she stubbornly stood her ground. I didn't look at her again, turning to leave. A clumsy drama ended in awkwardness. Back home late at night, Forest Serenity thoughtfully texted, asking if I was affected today. I replied with a voice message. My tone like today. I realized something. I loved Willow Whisper so much before. It was like a joke. So I laughed and it's over. The last 2 days of the National Day holiday, I joined a debate competition. Senior sister Alesthea Hai came to Nanjing for a trip. I volunteered to be her guide. By chance, we visited Jiming Temple. She was unusually excited, suggesting we light incense. Passing the wishing tree, she bought a red ribbon to hang. I pointed to the treetop. Hang it at the highest spot. Your wish will shine brighter. Alesthea Hai was surprised. So high, how can we hang it? How about you lift me up? Sure, I replied decisively, without hesitation. She paused briefly, then relaxed, spreading her arms. I carefully held her waist, steadily lifting her up. She cautiously tied the red ribbon to the highest branch, setting her down. I removed an old ribbon from a lower branch. Seeing this, Alesthea Hai asked curiously, whose is that? I walked to the incense burner, smiling faintly. Mine, but it's a wish from long ago. I don't need it anymore. They say Jiming Temple is powerful for love wishes. So, Willow Whisper and I once left a long-lasting wish here. Unfortunately, I forgot the locals' advice. Jiming Temple only ensures the bond. The red ribbon in my hand fluttered, half consumed by flames. A hand suddenly snatched it. Willow Whisper looked at the half-burned, her face ashen. She glanced between me and Alesthea Hai. HMCC DJing. So you moved on from me so quickly because you already hooked up with her. Seamless transition. You're really good at this game. I frowned, utterly fed up with Willow Whisper's persistence. I didn't answer her question, only asked, what are you doing at Jiming Temple? During the National Day holiday, I kept running into her. In the vast city of Nanjing, it wasn't a coincidence. Willow Whisper, as if finding an outlet for her anger. I'm here to pray for love for me and River Nation. Pray we graduate and marry. So no need to invite me to your wedding. I don't want to chip in for the gift. I don't have a habit of attending ex-girlfriends' weddings. I was too tired to tangle with Willow Whisper. Turning to invite Alesthea Hai, let's go. It'll take you to see the ancient city wall nearby. Willow Whisper didn't stop us. Her heavy gaze fell on the burned ribbon. Lost in thought. I thought the matter with Willow Whisper would end there. But that night, an uninvited guest came to my house. Just reaching the door, River Nation sat on the steps, head in his hands, looking up. In just 2 days, he looked visibly exhausted, eyes bloodshot, like he hadn't slept in days. He suddenly humbled himself, pleading, HMCC DJing, please let me and Willow Whisper be. For the sake of our classmateship, stop looking for her. Do you know? These days she's always fighting with me. Everything comes back to you. She even wants to break up with me. I'm not as talented as you, nor as good a student, but I only have one girlfriend. Our relationship just stabilized, and you deliberately flaunt in front of her, trying to break us up, so you can take my place, right? I was baffled by this baseless rant, and couldn't help but laugh. River Nation, stop acting in front of me. Who was the third wheel back then, don't you know? And I have no intention of finding Willow Whisper. Your relationship has nothing to do with me. If you break up, that's on you. I didn't expect then. My words would cause a storm online. Returning to school after the National Day holiday, I was catching up on studies. Suddenly, I was posted on a confession wall. The post was a maliciously edited audio. In it, River Nation cried, begging me not to seduce Willow Whisper, while I deliberately mocked wanting them to break up. No need to check, I knew River Nation posted it. But things spread too fast. Before I could contact anyone, netizens across platforms started attacking me. Among them, many classmates defended my character, including Alessia High. She posted a video that got thousands of likes, talking about my personality, explaining if HMCC DJing was really like that. I don't think he'd choose that anonymous guy's girlfriend, because I like him a lot too. But no matter how I pursue, I can't win him. His eyes are only on becoming a diplomat. The comments gradually swung to one side, and a few days later completely flipped, because Willow Whisper stepped forward to clarify. River Nation and I broke up due to personal emotional issues. Before I wronged HMCC DJing, deliberately using closeness with River Nation to test his heart. Being with River Nation was also to provoke HMCC DJing. My actions were extremely irresponsible. I admit I was a terrible woman. I take this chance to apologize to HMCC DJing. You deserve someone better. I took your sincerity for granted. Saying this, she looked at the camera silent for a long time. Finally, her eyes red. Smiling, MCC DJing, I'm sorry. I watched up to here and turned off the video. She took all the blame alone. After losing the one she loved, she learned to love again, and years later fulfilled her promise from before. But it was all too late. My phone rang. It was Willow Whisper's number. I didn't answer. She'd long become a thing of my past. River Nation, for spreading malicious rumors, was expelled from Nanjing University. His family, furious, sent him abroad. And I saw Willow Whisper again during the new year. Per annual tradition, Willow's family of 3 came to my house to wish us well, staying for dinner. While taking a walk after dinner to digest, I casually built a snowman in the neighborhood courtyard. Willow Whisper at that moment came down from upstairs, thin and frail, wearing the scarf I gave her in high school. She quietly approached, shaping snow, suddenly asking, "Do you hate me?" I rubbed my reddened hands, gently shaking my head. I don't love or hate. It's been too long. No one stays stuck forever. Seeing you now, I feel nothing. Hearing this, the spark in Willow Whisper's eyes dimmed. Love or hate comes from caring. We both understood this truth. I patted the snowman beside me. The distance between us is too great. She hurriedly said, I can retake the exam. No, I can apply for graduate school at the University of Defense Science and Technology. Then we won't be far apart. Just give me one chance. It'll prove my sincerity. This time I absolutely won't make you sad. But I said it's not about physical distance, but the distance in our hearts. Looking at the snowman, I suddenly remembered when we were kids, whenever it snowed heavily, Willow Whisper always dragged me to build snowmen. But I was frail. She did most of the work herself, not even letting me touch the snow so I wouldn't get cold. Brother MCC DJing. The snowmen I build are fast and beautiful. Whatever style you want, I can make it for you. But I wanted to build my own snowman, not have her make it for me. I rejected Willow Whisper again. Willow Whisper, you don't really love me, nor River Nation. You love yourself. You always center yourself, using others' sacrifices to prove you're loved, so we can't walk together. Willow Whisper's face was torn with conflict, a hint of reminiscence, her lips trembling. MCC DJing, I can change. I really know I was wrong. For the sake of all these years, just give me one more chance. I smiled, sincerely advising, no one waits forever in one place. Your destination isn't here. Spring comes, and the snow melts too. Willow Whisper went home and caught a high fever. Waking up, she continued studying, no longer looking for me. Later, I heard about her. Only that she won a major biology award internationally, but remained single. A reporter asked about her love life. She said, I once had someone I loved deeply. When I lost him, I lost the ability to love. Forest Serenity sent me this video. I watched it and only smiled. I was already in my final year of university. Having accepted Alessia High's confession, she candidly shared, you don't know. The red ribbon on the wishing tree that day had a few small words written. I want to be with you. I'd actually noticed long ago. But back then, under Willow Whisper's shadow, I didn't dare easily give my heart again. We stayed together until graduation, with occasional small arguments, but far more sweet moments between us. Years later, I represented my country on the international diplomatic stage, under the flash of reporters' cameras, fulfilling my dream. Alesthea Hyde didn't fall behind, shining in aerospace applications, contributing to the nation. We stood side by side strong. At 30, we walked into our wedding, vowing to be together for life. The spring snow didn't wait for me, but let the peach blossoms bloom first.